Hey guys, your boy M.K.S here, back here with another video, of course. As you know, uh, I got a new subscriber, so thanks for that person for subscribing to me. It's given me an idea, but I'm going to try and talk about that idea tomorrow about having a message to my subscribers. But now I've told you, so it's not going to be a surprise. Anyway, I was thinking as I was walking my dog and I was walking back home and pondering too much, I was thinking about how in this. First of all, I was thinking about saying two wrongs don't make a right, and I've thought about it a few times, and I thought how I don't want to say my opinions are facts, but I feel like I'm rubbish that saying, so to speak, if you like. Maybe not rubbish, that's probably a harsh word. And I don't think it should be vengeful, so I think the saying has its merits. But then it got me thinking about how, as I was thinking of that, I thought about how, like in the school system and how in society, normally people are either seen as smart or stupid or whatever. And I was thinking, like, a lot of people are academic, but they can follow instructions, they can do what the teacher said. But I think dyslexic people, we're quite creative and we can think outside the box. Of course, we don't all think the same, even dyslexics, but I was thinking, like, in the school system, we're seen as stupid, dumb, thick, lazy, and all those sorts of things. But I think, you see a lot of dyslexic people are really successful, financially successful. Many have gone to university anyway because they've gone through like access routes or whatever. So even if they were lower level students, they still managed to go to college or uni or whatever. But I was thinking about how we have, I think, a talent for thinking outside the box and thinking uniquely, where a non-dyslexic person has to do what the teacher says or what society says. So outside the box thinking and creativity and that sort of thing, which goes hand in glove, I suppose, if they're not the same thing, is kind of something dyslexics can do. But in school, generally speaking, you don't really have those sort of things. So the answer is either right or wrong. That's why things like maths or English are seen as so important, I think, in a way. But anyway, that's my opinion. I don't want to be arrogant enough to say my opinions are facts. Sometimes I think mathematically, funny enough, even though I'm not very good at maths, I can prove to you that two wrongs don't make a right. I've often thought about it. I have these imaginations of having talks with people, like saying, normally I'm really shy, but yeah, so I have a bad habit of talking to myself, so I know I'm a bit mad. So it's embarrassing if someone catches me doing it. But anyway, as I say, the saying two wrongs don't make a right, so many people see it as a matter of fact that must be factual. And I think academics say, another thing I was going to say actually is, so I'm jumping from point to point, but when people say like common sense, I think common sense is so overrated. Like common sense would probably say two wrongs don't make a right, but I think I can mathematically prove to you that two wrongs can, in many occasions, make it right or make a right, whichever way you like to put it, because sorry, just sipping my tea again. Me and my tea addiction. You can probably tell I've got a tea addiction by watching my videos. But anyway, sorry. Two wrongs I can make a right. And probably, I'm not saying it should be over vengeful, but I'll give you an example, if I may. Like, or I can give a few examples. Like, if I went to someone now and I had a pair of handcuffs, I don't mean this in a, what way. I don't know if I can say it on a family-friendly channel. Anyway, if I went up to people now and I just randomly put handcuffs on them, surely you'd say that's wrong. Why would you randomly put handcuffs on? People wonder what you're doing and why you're doing it, especially if they've done nothing wrong. But the police, are you saying the police are wrong for putting that? I hope this makes sense. People probably think, what's this man guy going on about? Hopefully this makes, and people say, yeah, that's a good point. Are the police wrong for putting handcuffs on people if they've kicked a fuss, or if they've thrown things around, thrown tables or chairs around in a restaurant, or hassled people passing by, or harassed a shop, or verbally assaulting people, or using racially charged language, or attacking women, or poor, or smaller people, or poor people, whatever? The police might put them in handcuffs, hopefully. Well, I think they should. And so are the police wrong, or am I even wrong for wanting, or other people wrong for wanting people to? And I think we wouldn't have a police force or a military, which most people seem to want, which I think, especially in terms of police forces, I think, I understand any country or any people who want to protect themselves, their property, and everyone, I think, should have a right, if not a duty, to do that, especially for the family. I mean, why would they need a duty to protect themselves? I suppose it would. Maybe they. Anyway, so even though I've got a quirky mind, I can forget things, and I think that dyslexics, like other people, have weaknesses. I'm not saying my brains are perfect or anything like that, but I think in the academic system we're saying stupid, but the dyslexic person can think outside the box, and probably most academics probably can't. Probably not all. But, so, like, I think, so many people believe two wrongs don't make right. I've yet to hear anyone rubbish it, if you like, in the same way that I have done. And like I say, if two wrongs don't make right, why do we have a police force? Why do we have a military? Surely they have to use violence at one point. And if you're saying violence is wrong, then are the police or military wrong to use violence? Well, they're saying that the other people have done something wrong, or to protect people, they're doing something that would otherwise be wrong. Another thing is like people getting fired from their jobs. Would it be good to get a person, male or female, fired from their job? Well, I think that'd be a pretty cold thing to do. I could probably say otherwise, but again, I don't want to use colourful language or anything. But if you look at I lost my chain of thought again, sorry. But yeah, so as I said before, sorry, I lost my chain of thought. I forgot what I was going to say, but yeah, we have a police force and military, and again, yeah, sorry, would it be, that was what I was saying, wasn't it? Sorry. Would it be right to fire people or get people fired or get people to lose their business or things like, or boycott their business? Well, it would depend on what they do. Well, that surely means that something that could be seen as wrong, like, I don't know if you can see boycotting a business as wrong, but getting someone fired would almost certainly be seen as wrong, or doxing them, or whatever they call it nowadays, where people take pictures of them, or even of their property or their license plates or whatever, and show it to people. So if they've done something wrong, but doxing would otherwise be wrong, wouldn't it? If someone's being, I don't want to be obsessed by this, but if someone's being racially or otherwise verbally or physically assaulted or abused or called names or whatever, and they have enough of it, and perhaps after a while they say, look, leave me alone, and then they fight back, I don't think they'd be wrong, but fighting generally is wrong. And if they recorded that person, got out a camera and recorded that person, then surely that would be wrong. If I just got a recorder out and just recorded someone and said, look, and they said, look, I don't want to be recorded. And I say, why not? And they said, look, it's my data protection, I don't want to be recorded. And I just went out and recorded them. That would, but if they started calling me names and talking about where I'm from, or telling me go back to my country or whatever, luckily I've not really experienced that very often here where I live. I've only experienced it once I can remember of. And I've experienced racism incidents like 4 or 5 times, but not that many, I'll be honest, because we're quite a diverse area. Maybe a few times in my life, but that's not really, even if it's 10 times, it's still not that many, thankfully. But the other thing is I don't go out a lot, so if I did, maybe I would experience racism more in some areas, but especially in some parts, even of where I live, which is quite diverse. But as I say, to me, that shows, and I feel I've proven mathematically that 2 wrongs do make a right, because anyone who says 2 wrongs don't make a right, or can't make a right, or never make a right, then I would say, well, are we going to get rid of the police? I don't think we should. Are we going to get rid of the military? Even though I don't support them, I can understand why they would need to protect themselves. Are we going to get rid of security services that would have to use violence if that became the case? Are we going to criticize someone for killing a terrorist when they would kill a lot more people? Are we going to, I say, never use violence in self-defense? Are we going to allow people to walk onto properties or damage people's properties or businesses and not do anything about it? Or are we going to let people racially abuse people and just say, oh, it's okay? Because even if you said, oh, we should just let the law deal with it, record them and then say to the police, look, I've got evidence to show that they were the ones who attacked me. Even if we did that, the police are going to have to, if that person if that person was resisting arrest and tried to attack a policeman and the policeman got his truncheon out, would that be wrong? I don't think it would. I think the policeman has every right, or police people, male or female, even if there are numbers of them, who's going to allow themselves to be attacked? After a while, you're going to have to defend. So, although I'm pretty much a pacifist and I believe in peace, love, and all that, to me, the greatest violence is the threat of violence that prevents violence. So if you attack people of colour, they're going to gang together and support each other, and it's not going to end well for you, then hopefully that will decrease attacks on people of colour, and therefore, in the longer term, it's like, if you kill a lot of people to stop the war from going longer, so it will save many lives in the future. So I think I proved that dyslexics are amazing people. We're the best. And we're very modest. I'm partly joking, of course, but yeah, sometimes quirkily I say, dyslexics are the best, but yeah, it's quite arrogant of me. I'm just joking, kind of. Anyway, sorry if I was waffling. I hope you enjoyed this video and my unique ways of thinking and my strange hairstyle. Sorry. I need to go to the barber's probably, but I would have thought, being balding, that I wouldn't need to cut my hair. But anyway, hope you have a great time wherever you are, and hopefully I made you laugh a little bit, or made you think a little bit, or whatever. Preferably both in equal measure or something. Anyway, I'm going to stop laughing, and please let me know what you think as ever. I'm